Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our 2012 NFL draft grades video. We're looking at the Houston Texans. So let's take a look back at their draft selections to see how well they did this past April.
The Houston Texans are a team that's built defensively, but they came into the draft needing to address some of their offensive deficiencies, depth on the offensive line, and some big play wide receivers. Now, what I like most about this draft, you look at getting a guy in Whitney Merciless out of Illinois. Some say he's a one-year wonder, but I like the fact that he does one thing exceptionally well, and that's get to the quarterback. And when you run a 3-4 defense, you need guys like Merciless on your team that can consistently get to the quarterback. So this pick makes a lot of sense for me, and I like it a lot. I also like the fact that they were able to get a guy in Keyshawn Martin, a big playmaker for the Spartans, a guy that adds that spice to the return game, and also in the receiving aspect had a knack for the big play at Michigan State. So that's something that the Texans lacked from their receiving core last year, opposite of Andre Johnson. The knack buys that instantly. And getting a guy like Jared Crick out of Nebraska, if he checks out medically, this guy's going to be a very solid contributor for the Houston Texans. This guy had a first-round grade heading into this season. The injury knocked him down. Texans got a steal, should help out that defensive front seven. Now, what I didn't like about the Texans draft is drafting a guy like DeVere Posey earlier than expected. This guy is a decent receiver, and the Texans don't need decent opposite of Andre Johnson. They need somebody that can draw coverage. I don't think the Posey is a guy that can draw coverage away from Johnson, so it was a bit of a question mark in drafting Posey here. An undrafted free agent that could surprise and make the roster, I look at Case Keenum out of Houston. This guy put up a lot of yards in college. I know they just signed John Beck, and I know they already have TJ Yates, but I think Keenum is a better prospect than both guys. Quick release, ability to read defenses, and I like the way he makes decisions off of the move, so I think he's going to fit perfectly in Kubiak's offense. I give the Texans a B- for their draft grade. I know this is a team that's built defensively, so they have to add pieces on the defensive side of the football. I do like the fact they added 2 interior offensive linemen that's going to help out that offensive line. The receiving questions I had coming in, I still have some of those questions leaving this draft. The Posey pick worries me a little bit, but we'll see how that works out. But overall, the Texans are still a team that's built to make a deep run in the playoffs. I want to give a huge shout out to these Texans fan site for always showing football game plan support.